The Glanton gang's records read like nightmares. Holden appeared in their ranks without introduction, a bald man of impossible size who educated killers as though he were teaching scripture. Every survivor described him differently: preacher, scientist, executioner. What kind of person inspires that kind of contradiction across every witness who met him?
Contradiction was deliberate. He shaped his image to fit whoever stood in front of him. Men feared what they couldn't categorize. He used that fear as leverage, manipulating intellect and superstition at the same time. The gang followed him because he offered certainty in chaos. A teacher in hell, promising purpose through destruction.
The gang began as scalp hunters working for the Mexican government, then turned on civilians, soldiers, anyone in their path. Holden wasn't a bystander, he orchestrated it. Reports say he recorded every kill in notebooks, describing the process in scientific detail. Why document horror that precisely if he didn't believe in something larger?
Documentation is control. He turned death into data so it would feel justified. Each record stripped emotion from the act, leaving only structure. It's how intellectual killers rationalize atrocity, by treating it as research. His philosophy was survival through comprehension, as if understanding the mechanics of cruelty excused its existence.
Every description of him sounds unreal. A man without hair, without scars, skin that never burned in the desert sun, and eyes that never blinked. Some claimed he spoke every language, could draw maps from memory, and played the fiddle like a professional musician. No human could maintain that facade for decades.
It's possible the facade became self-fulfilling. His followers believed he was unkillable, and that faith made him myth. Power grows fastest through perception. If men think you're untouchable, they stop testing your limits. Holden cultivated myth as armor, surrounding himself with superstition.
His name resurfaces across border wars even after Glanton's death. Identical descriptions, same methods, same leadership style. Historians debate whether it was the same man or successors imitating his tactics. Either way, his influence clearly outlived him.
Every empire of violence spawns imitators. Holden left no heirs, only ideology. He turned chaos into a framework, an exportable system of control that others could copy. That's why his story never ends. Men keep reinventing him whenever order collapses and ambition feels divine. His myth offers justification to the next generation of butchers.
One survivor's account from Chihuahua describes him standing over a burning village, reciting passages from memory about war being eternal. The man said Holden didn't look proud or angry, just calm. There's something unsettling about serenity in the middle of slaughter.
Calmness was his advantage. Rage burns out, serenity sustains. He mastered detachment so violence became routine, almost mechanical. That composure made him appear supernatural.
I found a reference to a boy he rescued during a raid, only to execute him days later after explaining why mercy was weakness. That single act defines his philosophy better than any written record.
He wanted followers who equated moral purity with dominance. Mercy undermined hierarchy, so he eliminated it completely. The boy's death wasn't random. It was performance. He demonstrated that kindness has no place in survival.
His journals survived in fragments, pages on geology, chemistry, and anatomy beside lectures on morality. The mixture feels deliberate, as if he wanted to merge science with sin. Scholars call it the first modern manifesto for violence.
He intellectualized murder. Knowledge became justification instead of restraint. By merging logic with brutality, he gave cruelty structure, turning it into doctrine. Men like him prove intellect without empathy becomes tyranny. The journals weren't teaching science. They were teaching how to rationalize evil until it looked intelligent.
If he were alive now, what kind of world would he build? Modern weapons, global communication, no limits on influence. Someone like him could shape entire nations.
The internet would be his frontier, ideology his weapon. Holden believed ignorance kept men obedient, but exposure kept them divided. Today, he wouldn't need bullets. He'd use information to convince the world that cruelty equals order.
Do you think anyone ever stopped him? Some records say the Comanche caught his group and nearly wiped them out near the Rio Grande. It's the only documented failure he suffered.
That battle cost him everything. He lost his influence, his gang, and his anonymity. The records after that describe isolation, silence, and paranoia. He learned he wasn't untouchable. Every tyrant has one fracture: isolation. Once power loses its audience, purpose collapses.
You make it sound like he's still teaching lessons through history itself. Do you believe he's truly gone?
Men like Holden don't vanish, they wait. His story repeats wherever intellect outpaces morality. The name changes, the language evolves, but the principle remains. He isn't a ghost. He's an equation. As long as violence is worshipped for efficiency, the judge continues his lecture.